Today, from Memphis, Tennessee, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Memphis Egyptians. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from Memphis. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown pass. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
On first down, Richardson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space, down just beyond the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense for the Dolphins, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now Richardson on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And that will be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Extra point right down the middle, and it is 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Allen going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun, it's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Able to slither by. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now here come the Dolphins. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Miami.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Dolphins open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
To the air, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make it.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Dolphins have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Brandon, we're not even out of the first quarter yet, and that's his 3rd receiving touchdown of the game. Tremendous job, and I think this might come under the heading of when someone has the hot hand, you've got to keep going back to him.
And on the defensive side, they better figure something out quickly.
Yeah, I think that no matter what, you've got to do something to slow him down. I don't care if it's double or triple coverage. Make someone else emerge because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. A man We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a handoff looking right. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And no, doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Here's Richardson on 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things...
Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And this offense on third down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be third and forever. Right back to the fullback. This is Line again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Miami set to take over. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And this one is incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. To throw is Richardson. Throwing on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Another carry for the fullback Miller. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And that was a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This 1st half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They run again with Miller. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So they bring out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
Dolphins offense returning to the field.
They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part...
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 36, Allen.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counter.
He's got a man complete, and he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Allen's throw is complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Throwing to start the drive. Richardson. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but They need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Throwing on first down is Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. 2nd and 7. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Allen again.
Finding Miller once more, complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. The Broncos looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, see what's happening with the Bengals. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. The Patriots had too much talent to finish where they did, as a Week 18 victory can only up their final mark to 7-10 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Mike, 55, check, 55, Mike.
From the 30 on second down, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Short yardage, it's the fullback Miller. Fighting through, and he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think of, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up the first down.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. An inside give to Miller, the fullback. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Allen now looks to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked a field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 50, check 50.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Under 10, 10. 36, 36. Check 37, check 37.
On first down, Cotton. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is Just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Allen.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 38, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely did they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a 1st down.
A give to the up man, the fullback line. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And that's a nice gain by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage.
A carry from Miller. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Back to throw. Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
56 to Mike. 56. Check 56. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And his kick is good. And they'll get back through. But this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And out come the Dolphins now. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1.
And that is caught, and the record is his. It's a touchdown. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Operating from the gun, Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Looking to throw. Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking on the midfield logo. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll run on 1st down. Cotton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
110 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And partner, the defense, they were keyed in on him early, but his talent shining through as of late.
I like what you said about keyed in because it all started in their first meeting of game planning for this game, where they went over things with their team and said, all right, this is the guy we have to take out of the game. Make sure you get enough coverage on him, all the different defenses. Sometimes you run everything you've got in the first half, and they adjust in the second half and start to play better.
From the 29, Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some space here. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8.
Pull it together. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check, check. Lucky. Lucky. Lucky.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
A give to the fullback on the dive. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, they make NFL history with this, their 17th win without a loss, a perfect 17-0 on the regular season. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the home team here, this loss will mean they finish the season on the wrong side of 500 at 8-9. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.